clown and had a high old time. Nobody doubted he is true of purpose. Oh yeah, not knowing we had given up everything we have lived. All odds and options, the next right here in this dead end. That's the bad. That's on the riding on a midnight train. That's the bad. Conscience is moving to the end. That's the bad. Plane is already on a juggler vein. That's the bad. It's not whenever left to stand. Give me a break, you're down. Just wanna get back to that fucking lazy down. What a heavy day.
Alright, well I don't think we need to wait for the song to start again. Let's rock! How's it going, everyone? Welcome to the Guilty Gear stream, where Carson might be slightly quieter than usual. Why is that, you may ask? Well, you see, I have been recording for the Guilty Gear cover album. And you know what they don't fuck around with? If you answered Guilty Gear, you'd be right. Because I had to get some rum for what that did to my voice. It is a wonder that I can speak properly right now. But we're gonna learn about Illyria and Gramlethal. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen to Hidalgo, right? That's not gonna be a problem in the future.
Welcome to Zep.
Thank you, Mr. President. This is...
No need for introductions. It's good to see you, Soul.
Is this Babylon? No, Babylon is, Babylon's dust. It's just gone. It doesn't exist. This is the nation of Zep. As you can see, it's on the Zeppelin.
Royal treatment, but unfortunately, that is a luxury we cannot currently afford.
The gesture is nonetheless appreciated.
The nation of Zep, I believe, is where the character Potemkin is from.
I actually have another guest. He arrived shortly before.
There we go.
And I think you may find him.
Love Sky Cities? Sky Cities are great.
What?
He's been waiting. Apparently, he has a message for you. I believe it pertains to the subject you came here to discuss. Regardless.
Yeah, honestly justifies. I think it was just to be a vehicle, no pun intended, for a Led Zeppelin reference. Because it looks like it's made out of metal and it's a Zeppelin. Maybe the reason I like Guilty Gear so much is because, just like JoJo references, it's all about music.
No. This is... I thought you were dead.
Well, you thought wrong. He was, he got better.
Now I have returned to the machinations of the conclave.
That's one of my favorite things to say, like, to I thought you were dead. Just, I got better. Yo, Undead! How's it going? Glad you could join us. Hey, no worries.
Well, there you have it. Zato was revived by the Conclave and knows the details of this cradle incident. He has been
Unless you arrive, like, at the ending screen, then I don't think you're late. As long as you can catch some of the gameplay, I'm sure you'll be fine.
What?
Sky Cities, Sea Cities, especially when they move, are so cool. Yeah.
We were, of course,
I love the idea of them.
but decided to let him in anyway.
Especially, like, amphibious cities that can,
I think your
like,
presence is much more
just
questionable.
dive down into the water and then, like, dock into land.
His servants.
That's not my problem. So, can you prove
You'd say
you're
it
not
didn't
working
take?
for the
Yeah.
Conclave?
No, I cannot. Might I point out, however, that we do not know when their plan will be complete. Perhaps your questions for me can wait.
We have confirmed that the Conclave has been researching the art of resurrection for some time.
And I was working on one of the songs for the Guilty Gear cover album all day today. It was Colors, Faust's theme from Strive. And they go really hard on that one, and I had to, like, legitimately stop because if I pushed any further, I don't think
Chains
I'd have a
continues
voice for
to
the stream
conquer the
today.
world. And inside of the cradle
I'm going out tomorrow and I'm buying some whiskey.
is justice.
Because,
the
I believe when
god of
David Hayter
destruction.
was voicing Old Snake in Metal Gear Solid 4,
Justice?
he had to do the gruff voice like this.
Don't look
And,
especially surprised.
that plays havoc on your throat, so he took like a shot of whiskey after every few lines.
No, I think we do. You can't just tell us justice is in that thing and then stop. Is the Conclave attempting to start another crusade?
Bitch,
A
maybe.
reasonable question. Why would the Conclave, who control nearly the entire world, albeit covertly, resort to using justice for further conquest?
Well,
Exactly.
The answer is
I gotta take a look at that filter, because, I'm perfectly fine with you saying stupid, it's just like the hard slurs that I don't
Follow.
want.
They intend to standardize
Moving
the
cities on land are stupid. Said this in an earlier stream, but,
culture will be unable to advance
Mortal
without
Engines
certain
has cities being monster trucks, and it was
The
stupid.
Conclave wants to restrict
Uh,
all human freedom.
There's also a line, like,
Accomplish
I
that, they need justice
I love
and
self-aware
power
stupid,
on
but when it's like
presence.
trying to be serious, that's where it loses me.
You're talking about creating a dystopia.
Before we go there, wasn't justice utterly destroyed?
Nah, she got better.
Justice was destroyed, or
Just like Zato.
died. Soul Badguy knows that much better than any of us.
She was just playing in the backyard. Man, that has a completely different meaning when we're talking about Guilty Gear, doesn't it?
Precisely. The resurrection you are thinking of is perhaps slightly different. The true nature of resurrection is not the recreation of soul and flesh.
What?
It is the art of binding a soul to an object. As you know, I died several years ago. However, I
However,
was not the sole owner of my enchanted body. After my death, Eddie's soul inhabited my flesh. Once the Conclave discovered this, it did not take them long to determine it might be possible to bind a soul to a vessel.
oh, that's interesting.
I was
So the
returned
only
to life
reason
and
that
cast
Zato was able to be brought back
So
was because of
you're
his stand,
suggesting
Eddie.
the Conclave
That's really
tried to
cool.
Bind a new soul to Justice's body?
Always have a quick pause when they say Saul's
That
whole name,
was the
casual or
reason the
serious
host
conversations,
took the night
yeah.
of the Holy Order selection tournament.
Yes, Soul Badguy.
Destroyed justice.
I remember him well. He served me very intently during the Crusades. Mr. Badguy is why we lived that day.
The Conclave means to write a new chapter of human history, one that casts them as its gods.
Everyone in this room is more
So they're
familiar with
being
what
evil.
Justice is capable of, and the
Gotcha.
threat she poses. What you are suggesting is frighteningly possible.
Hold on. Even if Zato's right, how do the Valentines play into all of this? They're just trying to annihilate humanity, right?
Likely
I don't remember if they
justice
gave
is divided
Saul like a
into
last name
humanity's
back when he was
demise.
Frederick.
I have no
But
idea
I'd like
how
to
far their
say
plans
that-
extend, though.
I'd like to think that he was
It's still
also
impossible.
named Bad Guy, like Freddy Bad Guy. Future site to predict a successful Billie Eilish song, or Queen's Mr. Bad Guy. Actually, it is specifically Mr. Bad Guy because his name was Frederick. So Freddy, Mr. Bad Guy. There you go. I'm sure you knew that justifies, but just spreading the knowledge for any other viewers. Also, we gotta deal with Bedman.
We have a hit. The target matches the description of the subject labeled Bedman in our database. He's moving toward the residential block. Our weapons have no effect. We can't stop him.
Oh yeah, the president of ZEP has an Igor nose, absolutely.
Oh, the hell does he think he is?
We will assist you.
It would
I
be
don't know
damn
why
good
they
if
chose
Zephyrus
that, but
was
President
the
Gabriel,
guest's help to capture a single man. Please,
he's noticeable from a distance, that's for sure.
deal with this matter.
What are you going to do?
Enjoy the hunt.
I don't think that we ever got a playable version of him either.
Where's the target?
But
currently
I guess he can Naruto run, so, you know, that's viable.
The special task force is trying to hold him back. They don't stand a chance.
Yeah, Bedman's kind of strong. He has a bed. He's a man.
Bedman. This must be the child Potemkin mentioned in his report. I have little doubt now that he's working with the Conclave. Is he here hoping to interrupt our meeting with the king? Too little, too late. Hmm?
He looks so peaceful in that bed.
There you are. Made quite a mess of my home.
When kissing, he doesn't just have to turn his head 45 degrees, but pull it up another 50. Yeah,
Perhaps?
that nose needs to rest on her ear.
Are you too sleepy to talk, man? That's unfortunate. It's time for you to rise and shine.
I don't know what his marital status is, but if he gets a partner, they're gonna have to, like, take a Sharpie and draw in some pupils.
Oh, your teleportation. I read about it in the report. Very well. I shall no longer rely on my eyes. The attack you're about
Yeah, that's an interesting point of view, because when we played as Bedman, he was talking all the time, and he was an asshole, and, like, he could speak and run on sentences. But in universe, he's sleeping. He doesn't talk. Oh, that's unfortunate. For Bedman.
Impossible. This is the world's first 8th generation reinforced high-density bed frame. How could you stop it with your bare hands?
I see. You can dodge a blow from my ultimate punch. No wonder Potemkin
If I could just use my Haunter and Stream Eater, you could end Bedman. Yeah, well, maybe. Bedman actually has more power in his dreams than he does in real life. So, I think Bedman could give Haunter a run for his money.
Fool! Did you think I'd let you escape so easily?
You're not trapped in here with... Wait, you are trapped in here with me, not the other way around.
State your name and age.
Ah, yes, Z. Z, Z, Z.
Who do you
Z,
work
Z, 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 Z. Hey, Potemkin, maybe you could, wake him up.
Perhaps the most futile interrogation in all of history.
You think that when President Gabriel gets serious, he, grabs his nose and unsheaths, like, the Masamune? Like to see him take on Darkrai? Oh, that would be fun. But we got an arcade mode to go through before we figure out what's happening with Bedman. And let's see, who's up next? We've got May, because we did Kai last time. Now I get to be Mr. Dolphin. You know you bring this up, but do you know the lore for New Age? The OC world? No, I don't really know.
Dirty or something. May,
I booted up the video that you
truth
gave me, but
or not?
I had to go to sleep really quickly after that, so I wasn't able to really pay attention.
I don't know.
I was kind of drifting in and out of sleep while it was on, so my bad.
But we do know that Ramlethal is out there.
Perhaps we should put his hand in a bucket of water.
We gotta go.
I hear that makes them pee.
Whoa,
Yo, Ocean Hunter 13, thanks for following. And with that,
Are you scared?
we've hit 100 followers.
Island of things of danger is the
Congratulations, number 100.
If Johnny were here, I know that's what he'd say. Yeah, you're right. East it is then. All right.
Glad you could find the stream. I hope you enjoy it. And I apologize for my poor gameplay. Is Smokey around? Not around this room just yet.
Hey, don't forget the grocery. You got it.
I think someone upstairs is actually giving them treats.
You don't look so tough.
Oh. Unfortunately, the upstairs treats don't count towards give my cat a treat, so, we'll finish the fight against Zato, and then we'll find Smokey, okay? Oh man. I do not play as May. I am a Saul Badguy main. Playing a cute 24-year-old anime girl. Now I'm angry. I can see the meow meow mix jingle. No, I'll get Smokey here. Don't worry about it. There we go, cautious one. Wow. May feels like really clunky. She does not suit my playstyle at all. But we'll learn her. We have to. Otherwise the stream can't end. Imagine, this is the character I'm stuck on, and then Guilty Gear Strive comes out and I can't play it because I'm stuck on May. No, he hit Mr. Otter! Yeah, Justifies is right. I usually do about 2 hours, maybe more. That's not even an algorithm thing either. I feel like I'm wasting people's time if I do any less. Because, like, when you sit down to play video games, you don't feel fulfilled unless it's, like, a couple of hours. There we go. Stream's been going only 20 minutes now. And that includes, like, the countdown. Mm-hmm.
Johnny says men like women who are a little ominous. Maybe I should do that. Then again, I don't want to end up as scary as you.
Wow, what a diss. Alright, I'm gonna wait until I can pause, and then I'll go upstairs and grab Smokey. Or Chester. Maybe we'll get the, SSR Gold Rank cat. Oh no, yeah, Undead Dragon, you are, like, perfectly on time.
Quickly now, please.
Oh man, Slayer's so great. But he's gonna have to politely wait while I grab Smokey. Luckily, he was right there. There you go, kitty cat. Oh, I just need you to scooch over a bit, buddy. Okay, well, a bit is a bit more than that. There we go. Thank you. And hey, thanks for redeeming a treat. Justifies. And now I legitimately have to start thinking of, what the anniversary stream... actually, you know what? Because, one of the first Saturday morning retro streams was, Pokemon Snap. And on April 30th, there's gonna be a new Pokemon Snap coming out. I think we're gonna do new Pokemon Snap. Fate Unlimited Codes. I don't even know how that... If I'm gonna play Fate Unlimited Codes, I'm gonna want to have another person over for that. So maybe... I should probably not be holding that. Maybe I'll save Fate Unlimited Codes for, like... if I do a crossover with Tanner. Huh, I didn't even mean to do that. Congratulations, me.
3, 2, 1.
Man, the Jellyfish Pirates are so great. Top left corner in the white and purple, with the white hair. Like, she's my favorite.
For men and women. But I won't let you have Johnny.
Oh, here. I'll add you to the Discord, too. Your username's the same, so I don't have to verify you. Well, I do, but I can do it, like, right now. There we go. Passive player skill B+. Yeah, my abilities really rise when I'm not paying attention. I want to say, like... Oh, goddamn. When I'm focusing, I'm like a solid C at Guilty Gear, if I'm really paying attention. But, once I start reading the chat and not, like, looking at the game, I get, like, a lot better. I don't want to touch that. Here, where are you, Mr. Dolphin? Oh, that's a bit more than Mr. Dolphin. I'll take it. No! Your skill in most video games is pretty bad? That's fine. As long as you're enjoying it, you don't necessarily have to be good at the game, right? Except for games like Zelda? Ah, fair enough. I wouldn't say I'm particularly amazing at any games. I'm pretty good at a Pokken Tournament and JoJo All-Star Battle. And I mean, I beat Fate Stay Night, so I was good at Fate Stay Night. Wow, I beat him on mortal counters alone. If everyone JoJo posed more often, the world would be a better place. Absolutely. Sound like your best friend? Oh, well. Sounds like you have a good best friend. People think reading Fate Stay Night novel is hard, so I guess that does make you cut above the rest. Yeah, well, I mean, like, reading a visual novel is literally just that. You're reading it, and then putting an input in every once in a while. But, like, a lot of people can't take the time to do that. And, like, when I say can't take the time, I mean the people who, like, have justifications where it's like, they just can't. Oh, hey, we're gonna do May's instant kill. Goodbye, Bedman. That's great. She's obsessed with that and other things like that? Okay. I wouldn't say I'm super obsessed with Fate Stay Night. I have a casual interest in it, and I'm playing the games, but... Yep, or they just don't have the, well, the will to do it. Like, some people just don't want to invest that much time in something they might not enjoy. But, in my opinion, like, you can't really justify that. Like, if you want to get into something, try it out. Oh, JoJo. Yeah, absolutely, JoJo. No, I have a vested interest in JoJo, you're completely right. I am known for JoJo and Kamen Rider. God, the music is so good. Don't even know what Fate Stay Night is? It's sort of like a summoner battle royale where they bring characters from history and mythology to the present day for a fight to get the Holy Grail. That's like the most basic explanation of it. That would be like the TV guide explanation of it. If you're into visual novels, like, I recommend it. It's kind of a bitch to get running, but, it's worth it in my opinion. I mean, C- is you losing a cookie, so I think I win. Also, man, I did not deserve to win that round. I had no health. I was surviving on pure force of will alone. Oh, Kai. I don't need you to hit me in Mortal Counter mode, please. I don't think I've ever done a Roman cancel on stream. So I guess, to explain it, in Guilty Gear, they invented a mechanic called a Roman cancel, where you could use part of your bar and just cancel any animation. And that makes it really, really easy to, Oh, instant kill. It makes it really, really easy to combo moves, if you're willing to lose some of your meter for it. Rest in peace, Kakisk. For Fate Go Arcade, the last few entries have been interesting, which makes you want them in-game. I really need to play Fate Grand Order Arcade when I go over to, Japan again. Did you ever say which one of Rajaran's OCs is your favorite? I think so. Oh god, I'm trying to remember it. I think it started with an M? Sorry, I get, like, brain toast when I'm trying to figure out fighting games.
You think you can catch
A young Kuhalan, by his birth name, Satanta, as a Saber? Oh! Saber Satanta would be great. Oh, now you have two? Okay. Come on, Melia. This is May we're talking about. You want May to win, right? I want May to win. I completely get you about having multiple entries for the #1 slot. I was like that with Kamen Rider for the longest time. Until 2020, my favorite Kamen Rider series was 00's Forze X8 build. Alright, hold up. No! She blocked all of them!
Please don't hold back.
Amelia telling me not to hold back. I'll show you holding back. I'm gonna just stand in the corner and let you win. That's how much I'm gonna hold back. I'm not going to do that. Proto Merlin, who they didn't put in the main game, but chose Caster Artoria. Okay. You'll post them in the Discord? Oh, that's great. And then the newest one, a Saber that was legit Knight Templar? Ooh, that's cool. Jacques de Morlaix? Okay. That sounds really cool. I can't do a stream when I go to Japan of it, but maybe I'll record myself playing some fake Grand Order Arcade and throw it up on the Discord. Or the YouTube archive. Alright. I just want May and her friends to be happy. That's my goal by the end of the Guilty Gear series. I know she wants to marry Johnny, So I guess I can allow that if she really wants to. I just want her to be happy. His design's cool. He looks recognizably like a Templar of the time, but they make it look cool. Okay. I was going through the Shin Megami Tensei stuff, and they have a demon called Terminator, and it's like a Knight Templar wielding guns, like the T-800. Very few of the real-life servants look as cool, cute, hot, dapper as their fate designs. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sure Merlin is like a bishy boy in the actual lore, right? God, I'm so glad that I have 2 days off of streaming after this. My voice is going to need it. Also, just a heads up about the Saturday stream with Felix. I'm going to be disabling a couple of the Shark Coin redemptions for it. It's going to be just unlocking emotes and highlighting messages. Just because, like, if I have a guest over, I don't want to, like, take focus off of them, because they've opened up their schedules to be on my stream, and as such, you know, maybe we don't sing, maybe we don't do stuff with Smokey. Smokey is the forever guest. See? While we're talking about Merlin, he's half incubus, so seduction is their bread and butter. Oh, absolutely. I didn't know about that, though. That's interesting. Wow. I just completely whiffed that. I'm gonna be really excited that you guys have some context for Guilty Gear Strive when we play it on stream. Especially with Faust, because Faust in Strive isn't like he isn't here. He's scary. And not like goofy scary, just like actual horror scary. He eats people. Also, I didn't know that he could make a black hole. I didn't utilize that when I was playing as Faust. If Loud say in Babylon that Merlin is a regular at the brothels and even has a favorite girl, oh boy. Got a spicy wizard. You posted them on the Discord? Okay. I'll check him out after the stream. That one is actually after Xrd Revelator. I mean, I guess since we're doing it all on stream, I can't really spoil Revelator for you, so. Oh man. Hey, Pepper Shaker, how's it going? Glad you can make it. We were just talking about how much of a man whore Merlin is. Yes, in fact, he was a serial killer called Dr. Baldhead. Think you like May? May is great. May is an absolute friend. You started learning electric guitar? Oh, best of luck, buddy. I hope you enjoy that. Do you have a foundation in acoustic, or are you just hopping right to electric?
All that remains is to await the activation of the cradle.
It will not be long before this world breaks free and begins.
Oh, I get you, Undead Dragon. Though, like, as a... Like, her story is also really nice, too, so... It's a really cool found family kind of deal. No musical experience whatsoever? Well, that was... I mean, I can't say that because I learned saxophone in junior high, but I don't count, so... I mean, when I picked up piano, I literally just bought a piano and went at it, so... Good on ya!
That's dangerous.
I just know a lot of people who start with acoustic first and then go right into electric.
If you stop acting like one, it's dangerous.
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
The rest of the Jellyfish Pirates aren't playable, but my favorite one of them, when we finish this, she's going to be in the top left corner. She's a black girl with white hair and a purple sailor outfit. She's my favorite. She's a friend. Those guys can just go away. They hang out in a basement, pretend that they have influence over the world. They just troll forums and Reddit. You know, you could be right. They do seem like epic Redditors. At least one of them has to be a moderator on r/atheism. No, I'm not already dead. You don't even think Reddit is bad? No, Reddit's just a website. It's just the communities that kind of suck sometimes. Wow! I did a competent combo with the finisher. Even r/atheism?
I don't know what lit a fire
Leave
under
up the
your ass, but
subreddit
look
name?
around.
Okay.
Your friends are worried about you.
Lucky enough to never have been in a bad Reddit community?
You're supposed to be the leader here. You should really keep an eye on your crew.
You're right.
Well, I assume that you have to, like, actually seek them out.
Good. Akunoichi needs that. By the way, do you know where Ramlethal is?
Yeah, I think I do.
In that case, I appoint myself your chaperone. Now let me on your ship.
Wow. Chip Zenuf being incredibly forward. Also, let's fight Ramlethal as May. This is gonna be fun.
This was Japan, huh? My head's feeling all weird again.
So some context. May is of Japanese descent. And during the Crusades, the first thing that Justice did was destroy Japan. That crater back there is what's left of Japan. The Japanese people have a really high affinity to ki. And because of that, when they're in contact with large amounts of magical energy, they experience adverse effects. And like the remnants of the Japanese race are like a protected class. Like, they get colonies all over the world just so that, like, they don't get fucked up. Oh, hey, I accidentally did a Roman cancel. And yeah, Chip's being a reasonable parental figure. Actually, in Revelator, we're gonna probably meet May's actual parental figure. His name's Johnny. He wears a trench coat and uses a katana. He is a supreme gentleman. Reddit communities can go sour really fast, almost completely due to YouTube coverage. Everyone wants to know where Ram is, but she's constantly near this crater talking about the end of the world. Exactly. Like, everyone knows where the Japan crater is, so why not just hang out there? Oh, geez, I just noticed the background. Some crazy shit's coming out of the Japan crater. Ram got me.
You're
I might have to try for an instant kill. Brain probably did it accidentally, but your hands probably did it on purpose. Exactly. Just with fighting games, my brain sucks at them, but my body's good. That was a general statement. My body's fantastic, but it's also good at fighting games. I made a resolution to use less self-deprecating humor and more self-aggrandizing humor, because they're equally as funny as each other, and the aggrandizing humor can, like, really increase your mental state. Did I do it? Oh yeah, that was me. Neat. Pink-haired bunny-ear girl? Oh, that's Elphelt. E-L-P-H-E-L-T.
Could this be
what are we supposed to do now?
whatever you want? I'm just a pawn.
What?
The time has come. I'm going to remove all of this world's redundancies. Every one of you will die.
Wow, some emotion finally. So yeah, that's Babylon.
What is that thing?
What's going on?
Scared.
You're joking, right?
These arcade mode scenarios are so crazy.
What's happening?
Yeah, and
This can't be good.
they're canon. I have a list right here. Like, May's opening occurs on October 21st, and the ending of May's campaign occurs on October 28th. And October 28th is when the story mode starts. So it's crazy. What's with the sheep? No, you know, they're sheep. They were in the Soul Crystal. We don't want to deal with them. Oh no, there goes the world again. Glad you can make it, RDF. He'll never stop asking. Yep. And until I get the go-ahead to talk about them, I will never stop saying that they were in the Soul Crystal and we don't want to fight them.
No, they're disappearing. We have to help them.
It's an angel!
Too late. The process has already begun.
Then stop it.
I mean, when I was doing a survey for the Guilty Gear Strive beta, one of the questions was like, if you were to cross over another franchise with Guilty Gear, what would it be?
Japanese?
And like,
What does that even mean?
I don't think Evangelion would work.
Something that is at least somewhat valuable to us.
But it'd be
That
cool.
the rest of humanity considers a disease.
What?
Everyone beats up on the big bad Ramlethal. Mm-hmm. She just wants to do her job and be a good little puppet for her mom. There's another arcade mode done. Jeez, we did a chapter of story mode, we did a chapter of arcade mode, hasn't even been an hour yet. How much do we have left? We gotta do Chip, Potemkin, and Axel, and then we're caught up on the arcade modes. We might even be able to finish Guilty Gear this stream, if I get really, really good at Chip, Potemkin, and Axel. I'm gonna suck at Potemkin because he's a grapple character. How much of a discussion did you have with Dingo and Felix before you started streaming? Was it a minute of just don't spoil, or was it more in depth? Oh, honestly, when I started streaming, it was just off the cuff, and I just made my own rules. We've talked about it, like, as it was going, and as a group, we've made the general statement that, like, we're just not going to talk about anything that hasn't been revealed yet. Ever heard a game called Crosscode? That sounds familiar. Give me one sec. Crosscode. I think it was recommended to me on Sorry. I think it was recommended to me on Steam, and that's where I saw it. It's on the Switch? Okay. It looks cool. I choose Fate, but what I was really wondering is if there's a line where everyone waits for their turn to beat Ramlethal, and she nukes Babylon over and over. Okay. Yeah, that would be a bad scenario. God. Yeah, I would assume that this all just happens around the same time, and then, like, a little bit later, Ram nukes Babylon. I love the idea of Ram just going like, boom. Hey Kai, boom. Hey Saul, boom. Hey May, boom. Have you ever gotten in trouble? No, I don't think so. At the very least, they haven't yelled at me for anything yet. I think it's, you know, I have a lot of stake in this story being told because I was part of it. So I don't even want to spoil it. And, like, I have full ownership of Arena, right? So whatever I want to do with her, it's mine to do. If I wanted to make, like, an After Fool's Gold Arena series, then, you know, I'm totally allowed to do that. But I think Fool's Gold has, like, a solid 2 to 3 years left in it. It was a long campaign. Knows the importance of keeping the rights to his creations. Well, we had a business communication course in college because they wanted to make us, I guess, prepared to negotiate contracts for illustrations, and they taught us the importance of copyright. It'd be like that One Friend spin-off, Joey, except this time it's Arena. Yeah, and actually good, right? The Arena show would open with a phone call to Sips and Gothy saying like, "Hey Sips, hey Gothy, I got back to Kylandria alright. It's too bad that you guys have to stay in the Billowing Wilds forever and never interact with me again. But at least I've got, you know, this. Bye." And then the series starts. I've been thinking of doing a sort of like inter-episode Arena series where like it's just filling in the gaps of what Arena would be doing when everyone else is like hanging out and doing whatever. I think one of you guys actually mentioned that you wanted to hear the story of Arena and Abby's first actual date. And I think that would be a good way to start it. A 3-camera sitcom, yeah. And we'll get Drake Bell to do the opening theme song, right? More people need to keep the rights to their series and characters, or at least most of them.
Can you hear me,
yeah.
Leo?
Loud and clear. If you're calling me on this line, then I assume you figured out what I was getting at.
Yes.
Because otherwise you have no control over the direction they go through, so...
Behind the tragedy of Babylon, after all.
Yes. There is no other
Have
way
I ever
to see
considered
facts.
making my own animated show, or just thought of it? I was actually... Right after college, I was in the middle of creating an animated short for my,
What's wrong?
Well,
My apologies.
let's see if I still have it
Intelligence
somewhere.
on this situation has grown exponentially in a very short period. Frankly, I just feel grateful that I can finally tell someone about it.
I understand how you must feel. Right now, we need to keep this quiet. Don't let your guard down.
I might have lost everything, and I'll tell you guys why.
What do you mean?
I'm glad you're in Illyria, Leo.
Yeah.
Someone there I can trust.
Unfortunate. But, so,
I have a
I was working on an animated short about
not an easy one.
a,
I need you to
a modern fantasy setting taking place in like the late 80s, early 90s, where it was a girl who finds an egg washed up on the shore while she's a kid, grows up with the thing that hatches from it, which is a turtle monster. It grows up into a kaiju, and she fights magic crime with it. It was called Terrapin and Sky. Terrapin being the kaiju, Sky being the girl. And I got really far into development with it. It was a real good time. And, unfortunately, my hard drive failed completely, and I didn't back it up. So I lost about 6 months worth of work. All the art, all the 3D models that I did, all the sets that I did, it was just gone. The script, I think I have one piece of concept art for the, for Sky, as a child and as an adult. But, yeah, it's completely gone now.
Why don't you call me Batman? Your mother has asked me to run a few errands.
Mother? No one
And that was my first attempt at making a,
Of course not. I'm
well, animated thing.
I'm overseeing this entire operation.
I was hoping that, it would start as, like, a pitch that I could send to, like, Nickelodeon or something. But it, you know, it didn't pan out. The Sweet Life of Arena and her sick-ass JoJo references? Exactly.
Redundancies are just redundant.
You don't exactly have an open mind, do you? If you ask
I'll talk
me,
with
you're
Iraqi.
being
We'll
redundant,
see
then
about
I'll
making a Maho JoJo sequel.
I suppose that doesn't really matter now, though. In the end, you were just a tool in the operation and ultimately disposable.
Yes.
We got some,
Mother only loves useful
we got some
tools.
character development with Ramlethal going over here with Bedman. And, something important may happen.
Mother doesn't need anyone who
So
won't
keep
do
an
what
eye
they're
on that.
supposed to do.
So Digimon the movie in Gamera?
Let me ask, why didn't you
I
self-destruct?
took heavy inspiration from both of those, actually.
Judging from what I've seen here,
I'm glad that you like the
without
idea on
ample
Dead Dragon.
opportunities, your role is
Maybe,
finished,
maybe I'll revive it sometime.
Elle is
I'm going more of the
restricting my
acting
powers.
route instead of the animation route, but,
Oh, right, your little sister.
I don't know if I've showed any
Interesting.
of my
So you
animation
took
on
each other's
stream,
power.
but,
Goodness, that's convenient and annoying.
maybe after we're finished this, story, I'll show you, like, my 2015 demo reel.
Elle. Does that mean you're really one of Mother's allies?
Now you've put me in a tough spot. I'm here because you need to be, taken care of.
Is that Mother's desire?
Bedman arguing over the rights of whose stream this is.
You know what the Cradle is up to, and if that information falls into enemy
Bedman is a very utilitarian man. He is not pervy in the slightest.
I won't talk. You can trust
The
me.
JoJo verse is a multiverse now, so may as well expand that into D&D. Dirty Dingoes done dirt cheap. Oh man, I did a JoJo Part 4 D&D campaign. I DM'd it, and the party killed Kira in the first session. So I panicked and I accidentally introduced Funny Valentine to bring Kira back. We didn't continue after that, but I'm just thinking of the implications of that.
At the correct time. Mother said so.
Perhaps your comprehensive faculties are a little underdeveloped.
I'm not unique. Is it impossible to be unique without emotions?
Bitch, maybe. For Madoka, Magia Records, the magical girls in that series can actually summon their would-be witch forms to help them fight. Yeah, I played it for a little bit, and it was fun, but it was taking too much room on my phone. But it looks like a really cool concept.
But I have one
They knew it was a JoJo campaign, right, Carson?
What is it?
Can I take the dog with me?
You. What the hell happened to you here? Now you really
What?
are just like a human. You have emotions.
Bedman being like an absolute Chad.
Kill this little girl. Someone's coming. Time for me to hide.
Did I not tell them? Listen, they didn't know about JoJo until
I'm back.
until it came up. Truck child? Vehicle boy?
What? Oh, were you asleep? Sorry about that.
She was having a pretty bad dream.
Yeah?
Why do you keep coming here?
Come on, don't make me repeat myself. Make
God
me laugh,
damn it,
honestly.
Carson.
Why?
Honore Carson.
Will not benefit you.
It's not really about benefits. Just like, I want to see you laugh.
Apparently, I was just the master of hidden JoJo references for the longest time.
I was assigned.
Again, it was only a one-off for the Part 4 one, but...
Feelings that drive you to take apparently meaningless actions. If they benefit no one, why do them?
Wow, that's a pretty deep question. Are you asking me to explain every
You have done
action
something
I take?
like that too, to be honest?
I need to know what the right thing to do is. If I don't know that, then I can't take the correct action, and taking an incorrect
I just wanted to
action
try
is
out the
pointless.
setting before I decided to, like, go all the way through with writing a JoJo campaign.
Let's say Kai and the
And
think something's
you know what?
bad.
It wasn't the best
like it.
way to do it.
Does that make me right?
I think maybe I should have
Everybody's
written
right.
out
They're
what I
right,
wanted to
tastes
happen
bad,
first,
and I'm right, that tastes
and
good.
then made more contingencies for, like, you know, if they killed Kira or something like that.
I don't understand your example.
Uh,
How do I
so I
say
assume
this?
Ramlethal is with Sin, Elfelt, and whoever
Believe in God.
after she was defeated.
I
And who
acknowledge the
canonically did it?
concept exists and people find value in it, but without further
Yep,
evidence,
I
no
think
one
canonically
can
Saul
state
beat
that.
Ramlethal.
I'm asking how you feel about it. Remember
And
when
Sin
you
is a cool
said
guy.
you
Yeah.
had an opinion on it. Your opinion. Like that.
Though he went through a lot of hardship. He had to
I don't know.
have Saul Badguy as a father figure, and then his actual
Let's
dad
try something else.
threw
Look
like
at that
sent him away because he was being king. Sin as a normal guy trying to explain subjectivity, right? We're dealing with a lot of stuff.
This is the real reason I'm here. Doesn't that look pretty?
I don't know.
I think you just don't have the words to describe how you feel. See,
Ooh.
I think it's super pretty. To me, that's enough. The way I feel,
Oh,
the way
Ashen
this
Hunter wants a
looks.
kitty chin scratch.
I want somebody
There
trying
you
to
go,
explain
Smokey.
that to me with big words or fancy ideas.
You
I
can
just
thank
like the
Ashen Hunter for that.
explanation. This style of
Thanks for
thing
redeeming a
doesn't
kitty chin scratch,
go
Ashen Hunter.
that way. So, to me, that would be a good reason for
Location,
God to
fight,
exist.
progress, advance for the Stardust Crusaders
Do you
campaign?
think
Yeah.
that's the right answer?
That's just what
No,
you
and
want.
I learned a lot from doing the Part 4 campaign, because it was a one-off, and it was my first time DMing, so I wanted to do something familiar.
To shove yourself
That
into
way
a
I wouldn't
corner
have
and
to,
take
like,
yourself
create a
to
whole bunch of
absolute
stuff, and I could know the source material without writing it down.
I won't be a good
In the current campaign that I'm writing,
You're wrong,
I'm
Ramlethal.
basing
You're
it on
not
some
a
of the
tool.
Shin Megami Tensei formula, where apocalypse happens, characters have to choose the outcome of the apocalypse, and there is a force that is preventing them from doing
Why
so.
did you?
Oh, hey, look at that. What's happening with Bedman?
Wait. Bedman's only here for me. I asked if I could take the dog with
Just
me.
realized how buff
That's
Sin
why
is. I thought he
killed
was
him.
fit. Mm-hmm.
He won't hurt you.
What are you talking about? Stay back! What?
Bedman pulled them into his dream.
I'm sorry about the dog, but I thought this would be the easiest way for her to understand. I see you're beginning to develop emotions, so I'm going to teach you the meaning of replacement.
What?
There are 682 known dog or Canis lupus familiaris breeds, and in Illyria alone there are over 31 million dogs.
Mm-hmm. Calm down, anime Freddy Krueger. Yeah, he just killed a dog.
We could create a mage hound exactly like this one. It is, in other words, replaceable.
Hate Bedman for killing a dog and will never forgive him. For good reason.
No. No, this isn't it. Why? It's the same dog, but something's different.
Exactly. This is a replacement. You liked the last dog, but not this one, you see?
Everything is unique.
Yep. Ramlethal getting emotions. It only cost a dog.
Ram.
Fuck you, Bedman. Could have probably chosen a different way to do it. Less harsh thing. But you know what?
Explain why you failed to dispose of Ramlethal.
How about you explain to me what the hell you were thinking? You know I won't lay a finger on a young woman.
Also, Bedman has standards.
Why did you give them emotions? This is horribly miscast. It's all your fault.
Like, straight up.
This is your not so subtle way of telling me
He made Ramlethal reach the singularity.
show on your own.
He just did it in the shittiest way possible.
Very well.
Like, fuck Bedman, but he kinda did a good thing by doing a bad thing.
Create our absolute world.
Really like how when it comes down to people who are learning to be more human, need to talk to people who are normal.
Considering how the chips have fallen,
When someone sees them in danger.
we should
Exactly.
prepare ourselves for an eventuality. in which
I always
the
like
first
super
destination
post-apocalypse
is
stories, like stories where society has reached the point where the apocalypse is the new
Do you have any
normal.
way to halt
People
the
have just learned to live with
progress?
it. Stuff like Nausicaa, Castle in the Sky, Adventure Time, and Yokohama
Make sure that the absolute world
Kaidashi
comes to me,
Kiko.
even if it costs me my life.
Yeah, I don't know why, but there's something about, like, the post-apocalypse being normal that's interesting. Alright, but we have to do an arcade mode before we can figure out what's happening with Ram. Oh, man. I knew that the dog was going to die in this, so that's why I, made that the title.
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
Alright, I think, was it Potemkin or Chip next? Heard the US military makes you take care of an animal for training and then kill it afterwards to prove something, and I hate it. God, if that's true, that's bullshit. That doesn't do anything. Like, you can explain that. There are military groups who do that? Jeez. They do chickens. We'll trap Bedman in conceptual prison that will lead to a torturous eternity where he'll no longer be able to recognize his self from the other infinite possibilities. Therefore, he'll go mad as he comes close to his original self, but then is torn apart. Oh boy. That's some vengeance! This game is odd from an outsider POV. Like a superhero named Bedman just destroyed the universe or something. What? Yeah! No, just, Guilty Gear's crazy. Oh, hey, I'm gonna sing a thing. Give me one sec. I'll just catch up with the comments and I'll sing something for you guys. We'll have a machine that'll tase his every 5 minutes, increasing level of voltage. Oh boy. God, though. Jojo Rabbit? I gotta watch that. What happens after he gets bored of being mad with infinite selves? He goes very, very sane. That's super dangerous. Oof. You've been saving for that this whole time? I hope you enjoy it. What's a good one to say? I guess this should be from Guilty Gear. Do I give you guys a preview of what's gonna be on the Guilty Gear cover album? I don't think I can do anything with a backing vocal, because the sync on my microphone is a bit off. So let's do... How about... Let's do something from Revelator. Catch you later, Pepper Shaker. Here it is. Nothing more I say. Nothing changed by words. Nothing changes anyway. Only time passes. That's just the way how it is. Someone must be thinking so. I cannot do anything for you. Hi-ho, talking is not in my line. If I can meet you somewhere, I'll be there at your side with a smile. Can't do anything else, so nothing, nothing, nothing else. There are things I can't forget. There are things I cannot allow. There are things I want to, though. Oh, how time flies by. You always have to choose a side. Everyone is trying to convince. I cannot do anything for you. Hi-ho, talking is not in my line. If I can meet you somewhere, I'll be there at your side with a smile. That's all I can do for now. Nothing, nothing, nothing else. I cannot change who I am. Hi-ho, don't wanna make you cry. If I know how to make you happy, I'll be there at your side with a smile. I cannot do anything for you. Hi-ho, talking is not in my line. If I can meet you somewhere, I'll be there at your side with a smile. Can't do anything else than that. Oh, nothing, nothing, nothing else. Nothing, nothing, nothing else. Nothing, nothing else. Thanks for redeeming a Sing-a-Thing, Undead Dragon. I hope you enjoyed it. That's gonna be one of the songs on the Guilty Gear cover album, so get hyped for that. Along with fictional media, it seems that singularity is something that doesn't line up with what I Google the definition is. Like, it isn't putting someone in the event horizon of a black hole, it's casually breaking reality.
I'm not boss anymore. I'm president.
President Chips enough. That was really good. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. The whole reason I have that sing-a-thing is because people enjoy when I sing, so as long as you get some enjoyment out of it, I'm super happy. Plus, like, I mean, I'm trying to learn how to sing well, so it helps me practice.
You're thinking too small. A hero who saves the whole world can found his own country, right?
I don't think it's quite that simple. But sometimes I think we are as happy as we are because our boss is that simple.
President! Take care of the place while I'm gone.
Chip versus Zato.
I don't know the secondary definition justifies. I've never heard of the casually breaking reality thing. I mean, singularity can be used in a wide variety of ways, but I think it boils down to, like, I guess the root cause of something, or like a specific threshold event. So like the singularity for AI is them developing sentience. It's the event horizon of the era of not having intelligent artificial intelligence or not. Okay. Oh man, Chip has a really good theme in Scribe. I don't know if I would be able to sing it, but like it's really, really good. There we go. Grammatically incorrect, Chip. It's find, not found. Mm-hmm. Of Bond from Seven Deadly Sins. You know, this... I may be an anime heathen for saying this, but I never watched Seven Deadly Sins. I actually just started watching 2 different anime series. One of them is Dorohedoro, which is sort of like this, so essentially like a dude has his head transformed to a lizard head, and he has to find the sorcerer that did that in order to change back. But he like kills all the mages that he finds along the way. And in order to figure out who did it, he bites the guy's head, like the mage's head, and a guy in his throat looks at them and says if they're the one or not, and he asks them afterward. It's crazy. But the way that they do magic in that series is really, really interesting. So I definitely recommend it so far. It's only 12 episodes and I'm only 2 in, but it was fun. And I'm also watching, I forget the name of it, but it's current season. It's a series about a dragon who's trying to find a house. Like that's it. I mean, like, the dragon is like a low-level, like 0.3 strength dragon who gets captured, and like he doesn't want to fight, he just wants to find a house. And it's really cute. I recommend it. Seven Deadly Sins has some parts that make you not want to recommend it, but it's fairly good. It does some anime things. It's alright. I have a high tolerance for anime things. I got through all of Monster Musume because I thought the world was interesting. So, like, if those are the anime things that you're thinking of, then I can handle it. Never finished it, but come on, I'm not even watching. Oh boy. They had a power level scanning pig in Season 2. He gave up any desire to. Oh boy. Did I win or did Saul? I won. Okay, good. They gave up on that after trying it out, but yeah, that was real annoying. Oh boy. Hand up and quit with the innuendo. I don't know, there's something fun about doing innuendo over being blunt. By the way, 420 was yesterday, so technically that was a belated weed joke. Whose voice line was nice tit? I don't even want context for that. I just... Knowing that there's a voice line out there that's referring to a singular titty, just the one, is enough for me. The current one is on screen. Oh boy. You punched a vending machine? Did it fight back? Or at the very least, did it give up and give you snacks just as an act of surrender? The way Chip looks really reminds you of Bond, but they seem to have different personalities. Okay. Chip's like a really sweet guy. He found like a country in South Africa, like, sorry, not South Africa, but Southern Africa, and saw that they weren't doing really great, so he helped build up civilization there, and made his own country, called, I think it's like the Eastern Chip Kingdom, and, like, Japanese studies is a required class there. He's a huge weeaboo. But, like, they're prosperous now because of Chip, and he's working to get them recognized by the UN as an actual country, which is really cool. And now he's gonna kill Amelia. Oh, sorry, RDF, you triggered the link bot. Oh, and also he's the president of this country. Oh, absolutely, RDF. Thanks for understanding. Speaking of weed, Tanner is so incredibly naive when people say that they do drugs in his Let's Plays. He defaults to weed. Like, you sweet summer child, don't let the world taint you, right? Mind you, like, now that it's legal in Canada, like, that's just easy to talk about right now. And also probably, like, the easiest thing to default to so that you don't get in trouble. Man, I'm doing alright as Chip. Like, I'm pretty sure I've lost one, at least. But, usually I've, like, had to replay a stage by now. He didn't know Sherlock Holmes was a cokehead, and assumed his stash was weed? Oh no. Oh, buddy. No, he probably had a powdered mustache at some point. That's for sure.
Someone who treats their weapon so poorly can never win. You should feel sorry for yourself.
He doesn't know any other real drugs? He might. Oh, you clipped Nice Tit? Alright, hold up. We'll,
Things are moving almost too smoothly.
We'll watch the Nice Tit clip. After this is done. And, oh, I also promised to watch my, demo reel for animation, so we'll check that out, too.
Beware. Wisdom can hide even amongst
Dirty needles, that's a good drug?
Do not lower your guard until the task is complete.
Guy who orders cocaine at fast foods because they don't know about Pepsi, yeah. These guys suck. They do. They even suck as villains. Oh, hey, thanks for the hydrate. Here, I'm gonna pause this while I pour the rest of my tea. Because Axel is a very hard fight. Thanks so much for the hydrate, Undead Dragon. Man, I'm so excited to have Felix on the stream. I don't know how much, like, Fool's Gold stuff will answer or not. I'm sure that a lot of it will come up and he'll be more than happy to talk about it. But, it's just gonna be nice to hang out and eat pizza while playing Demon Souls. Back, geez, how long back was it? I want to say, like, 2015, 2016, we just had a thing where every so often we'd, come to my place and grab a pizza and play Dark Souls for the night. So it's cool to have that back. Don't see any chakrams on this Axel? Oh, he's also not voiced by Quentin Flynn, so he's obviously a faker. Will there be a death count bet? I'm going to, like, so the format's going to be that Felix plays and I control the chat and stuff. So, I'll be able to make more predictions. So I don't think we're gonna have a, well, we might have a death count. I'll see what I can do, but we'll have predictions based on, like, what we do. What day is Felix coming on? Saturday night. So we're gonna... Oh, geez, I lost against Axel. We're gonna do the Pokemon stream as per usual, and then the evening stream, instead of Kamen Rider, it's going to be Demon Souls with Felix.
Too bad, right? Chip, lose it.
Death Count? I think you mean Shinigane.
You're good at hiding in small spaces, huh? I got one for you right here. Right inside the range of my weapon.
But yeah, I don't know an exact time yet. It's gonna be in the evening for sure, so I want to say between, like, probably around 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific. I'll make sure to post about it just beforehand, but it's gonna be Saturday evening for sure. Flynn is getting some flack from what you've been researched to be baseless. Everyone wants to pound the flesh from someone? Oh yeah. Everyone wants to dig up dirt on people just to get internet clout, and I absolutely hate it. And you know what? This might be like some tinfoil hat shit, but it feels like this all started as soon as Tumblr banned porn and everyone from Tumblr moved away from it. Like, this morality clout chasing definitely started after everyone migrated away from Tumblr. Have I ever watched an anime called Danmachi, also known as It's Wrong to Pick Up Girls in Dungeon? I've seen it. Like, I haven't watched it completely, but I've seen clips of it. It's, so, like, there's the list that, doesn't exist, that when people say, like, you should watch this, you'll say, I'll add it to the list, and you never watch it. Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon is on the actual list. Like, I think once I'm done, Dorohedoro, that's the next one I'm gonna watch. Okay, hold up. Bonky Messai sounds good. Oh wow, that was good! I approve of that one. This is a series of picks since it was a long statement and I don't believe the accusers. Well, with what happened with Danny from Game Grumps, where it was basically like baseless accusations that when you took a look at what they posted, none of it actually made sense and didn't line up with facts. Like, people are quick to react when they hear something and then they don't actually read into it. We've already got dirt on me? I watched JoJo, that's enough of a reason to cancel you. Absolutely. If JoJo's the reason that I get cancelled, I'll gladly leave the internet. Honestly, if I get cancelled for anything, it's gonna be something that Short Hair Carson did. I know I complain about, like, my past self all the time on the stream, but, like, I hate my past self. I was all about the edgy humor, but not like the... I never did like the racist edgy humor, or like the gross stuff like that. But it was like, just... It was some milady shit. Oh god, that bomb got me. Quit raging, you'll get him. I'll get Jim in trouble. Oh boy. Oh, give me one sec. We're allowed to say asshole and fuck on this stream. For some notable guys, they have been accused. I think Vic did a lot of scummy things, but hasn't done anything illegal. Todd seemed to be targeted for being friends with Vic. Dan from Game Grumps, who I don't even like people or channel, got dogpiled for nothing. And I don't believe anything with Quentin. Everyone hates their past self. That's true. I'm not special. Or like with James Gunn, if someone was an asshole 10 years ago and it's clear they aren't the same person, let go. Yeah. But yeah, like... Vic didn't do anything illegal. He's just a huge scumbag. Like... That's my take on the situation. Oh, don't give me the butt blast! Oh, that killed me. That wasn't good. And I think it's a very mature stance to be like, I don't like this person, but they, like, stop being horrible to them.
You should have come sooner. Stop whining. Let's change everything.
Met him and he was friendly with con people who had him around. We had him at your local con twice and he was pretty chill, so it seemed he learned. I'm still kind of iffy about him. But again, that's sort of my personal opinion. I'm not gonna, like, rag on anyone for still liking Vic Mignogna. It's just that, like, you know, I can't see him in the same light. But I'm all for the fact that he can change, too. So, like, if it comes out that he is, like... Sorry, just, I want to get rid of this last bit of Faust's health bar. Or die. One of those two, really. There we go. That'll do it. In con culture, nobody is blameless to a degree when you are spending hours at a stand. There are going to be times when you're tired and can be an ass. Well, like, there are gonna always be personalities that you don't like, too. Like, for me, you know, just because I don't like Vic doesn't mean, like, I'll never watch Full Metal Alchemist again. Or, like, I won't play Persona 3. You know, separate the art from the artist. James Wood sucks. But, Hades was a good performance. And I completely get you on Dead Dragon. That's why, like, every time I type something out, I look over it first, and then I press enter, and then even after I've looked over it again, like, there it is, a mistake that I've made that's glaring and obvious. Though I think that's why I like Twitter so much, because you can't edit those mistakes. It just makes it, like, even more funny. With social media mob rule, it's every jury of... Sorry, not even jury of public opinion. There's no statute of limitations for dick moves. And while I can't say it's a definitive measure of time, I think we can agree that in 10 years, someone's most likely changed. Exactly! No, and I think that if people, like, put an effort into, like, demonstrably changing themselves, I'm alright with forgiving them. Unautocorrect, a secret program written to gaslight the users typing out perfectly coherent sentences. Yep. When you install 5G on your phone, it'll make it so that you don't type properly.
You're safe.
Good on you, Chip. I'm sure you know your politic stuff. Everyone is an asshole to some degree in their early 20s. Oh, absolutely. No, I was an edgelord in my early 20s. I was the type of person who was like, I would walk into the room and I'd say, "Hey kids, what's up?"
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Counter.
Your sight will deceive. Too slow.
Alright, the going invisible thing doesn't really work for me because even I can't see me. You're a big asshole, but that asshole you like? Exactly! It's like Sips. Sips is a dick, but he's an asshole with a heart of gold. Okay, good. Did Badman turn into a Beyblade recently? Badman, watch out, cause here we go. Let her rip now, Badman now. He has a heart of fool's gold. Title drop! Actually, it's funny, like I think it was last session we had a title drop of our campaign name, and it was a fun time. Unfortunately, I can't talk a lot about the current campaign that we're in at certain points, but it's good. Badman missed a lot there. Ooh, I had priority.
Anyone who defies prediction is an unknown, which causes anxiety and fear. Fortunately, you're very...
Fight this crippled man who's been kidnapped by a robot bed. That seems really fair. Exactly.
He got away? What the hell was that guy?
He got away. Right there. Gone completely from our sight.
All is proceeding according to plan. Our preparations are nearly complete. The dawn of
I think it would be hilarious if I, like, became a decently big streamer, and then it comes to light that the one Let's Play that I did with Tanner in, like, 2012, where I was an edgelord, makes me, like, the target of controversy. Did Carson really demean people by calling them kids? The answer may surprise you. Thanks for the hydrate, Undead Dragon. You're keeping my throat safe, because, God, recording for the Guilty Gear cover album was harsh, to say the... I need to go to the liquor store and buy, like, some whiskey to just cleanse my throat and make it feel better after singing some of those songs. Thanks for the hydrate, Justifies, and, RTF, I'm gonna finish this one off for you. And that's it for tea. Oh! And Ashen Hunter's got a hydrate too. So, we're gonna crack open the emergency iced tea that I got. So this is blackberry iced tea, and I have no idea how this is going to be. If I die on camera, maybe tweet it out so that people know. This tastes nothing like blackberry. What the hell? Like, hold up. Also, thanks for the hydrate, Ashen Hunter. I'm gonna do a second one because I'm just flabbergasted. Yeah, blackberries taste nothing like that. Looking out for my throat, my man. Thank you. I should get some cough syrup, coat your throat beforehand. That's actually a good idea. I'll absolutely consider that. Clots are super dangerous to gamers who sit a lot. Why don't we get the do jumping jacks bit reward? RDF, you're a fucking genius. Hold up.
What should the description be? Alright, so what's the cost? I'm gonna say it's gonna be the same price as... It has to be more expensive than the Hydrate, because that's a low tier Carson needs to, actually do something. How about 500? 500 and I'll, like, do some stretches or some jumping jacks or something. But I'm gonna do a cooldown time just so that I'm not exercising the entire stream. I want to say, like... Yeah, 500 points. 500 shark coins and I'll do some stretches or something. But... I'm gonna limit them per stream. I want to say, like... Let's limit it to 5 per stream, just so that I'm not, like, constantly exercising. Because, you're supposed to get up and do something every, like, half an hour or so, so... That's 31, 32, and then extra if I go over. Turn off the cooldown timer for Get Swole Saturdays? Oh boy. No, I'm actually going to be making a community challenge where I have to do Ring Fit Adventure if you guys donate, like, or if you guys pool together, I want to say, like, 35,000, yeah, 35,000 channel points. If you guys can all contribute 35,000 channel points, I'll tack on half an hour of Ring Fit Adventure to a stream. There we go. I'll catch up on the chat. Sorry, guys. That people drink tea are sophisticated, and I'm like, that's got as much caffeine as coffee. Those are just fancy addicts. It's interesting, because, like, tea is for intellectuals, and coffee is for detectives. Or Godot from Ace Attorney.
Get up every hour and do some leg stretches? Yeah. That usually does something. It did! When you can only describe a taste as a color, am I right? Right? Strawberry milk doesn't taste like strawberry, but sure as hell tastes pink. Absolutely. Also, hey Marcus, how's it going? How did your stream go? I saw you were doing, what, Dark Souls 3? It was a Dark Souls game. I saw you in Discord. Oh no. When I said RDF, you're a fucking genius, that made me laugh. Oh boy. That's for the Ride the Lightning, Kai. You're being a punk-ass bitch. Oh, you're being an extra punk-ass bitch today. Wow! He created that sword in my stomach. Oh boy. Surprisingly, there is alcohol that tastes exactly like strawberry milk, though. Roast something? Oh, that sounds good. When I get my recording cover album drink, I'm gonna probably do an old-fashioned. Because it's whiskey bitters and simple syrup, and it's honestly one of my favorite cocktails. Dark Souls 3 was pretty okay, 2 viewers as usual, but it's got 18 views now? That's good! Yeah, I find that I get most of my views in my VODs. Like, straight up, I think for the Jackbox Day, we had a peak of like 11 viewers, but the VODs got like 90. There we go. Dragon Ball FighterZ at 61? Ah, damn, that's great! Good on ya! Yeah, I want to say for my first, like 6 months of streaming, I reliably had maybe 1 or 2 viewers. For a lot of, like, for most of the Persona 4 stream, I had between 0 and 1.
Does he actually intend to run?
It wasn't until I hit affiliate that I was consistently getting, like, 3 viewers without dipping down.
Looks like I'm the first one here.
Thinking about making some simple syrup, like some candied orange peel. Ooh, that sounds good. Simple syrup's great, because if you know how to boil water, you can make simple syrup. Just can't with alcohol. Every time your sister or cousins are like, you'll like this, and I never do. Yeah, it's interesting. I have one of my friend's brothers absolutely detests alcohol and anything with it. So I told him about, like, hey, people cook with alcohol, and it blew his mind. But that's completely different, because when you cook with alcohol, you burn away a lot of the alcohol, and you're left with the taste of whatever else is in it, so. Meals have been your drink of choice. That nice combo of lime and ginger really does. Oh, that sounds great. I also liked White Russians for a while, because they were just like a really good, like, just a sweet sipping drink. White Russians are like adult milk. That's the only way that I can describe it. Don't like the idea of being intoxicated, and while you don't judge people who drink, you despise drunkards. That's fair. I mean, like, too much of anything is bad. Like, if you do something recreationally, then, you know, that's one thing. If you constantly go overboard, then that's a problem. 3 friends watch you when you can. Your partner just usually conked out from his meds. Ah. Poor guy. I'm really lucky because my anti-epilepsy meds just they don't do anything for that to me besides prevent my seizures. I have no adverse reactions to them, though on my last meds back when I was like in grade school, they caused like rapid weight gain, and because of that, like straight up, I can fit into pants that I had in junior high right now. Like I was the same weight when I was like 13 as I am right now. Medicine effects are crazy, man. During my Heaven's Feel and Persona 4 Golden streams, it was during Hurricane Laura and you only had access to crappy hotel Wi-Fi. Oh, I don't blame anyone at all. The Persona 4 stream, I feel like it just didn't have a lot of momentum. I think Persona 4 is something that I'm gonna have to stream when I'm a bit more popular. Not only that, it was like right after it came out on Steam, so I think a lot of people were playing it and I just got lost in the numbers. Aside found a surprising amount of alcohol isn't burned away, but it still does add some really complex flavors to the dish, and it's so nice. Absolutely. Holy shit. When I started cooking with alcohol, it opened up a new world of flavor. I make Japanese hamburgers, where I deglaze the pan with some red wine and create a sauce with the drippings. Sort of like a not quite demi-glaze. And, God, I just poured it all over the hamburger that I cooked it in, and it's a new world. That Long Island iced teas have no tea in them. How do 5 alcohols together make tea? I get you, man. Andy, who I usually have on the stream, Long Island iced teas are his favorite, and I think that's just because they have all the alcohol in them. How many did I drink before you realized this? Enough? Actually, if you want a cocktail that actually has tea in it, it's called a blueberry tea. And unfortunately, that's a lie because it has no blueberry in it. But it's black tea, Di Serono, and Grand Marnier. It's one of my favorite cocktails. It's served hot, and it's just fantastic on a cold day, or like just a day where you need to chill out. Oh, thank God I dodged that. I didn't dodge that though. Ramlethal won another one. Rest in peace, Chip. Your move at a party, if you ever find you at one, is to nurse and drink and support the wall. But your drink is probably fruit punch or just plain water. I remember at one of my graduations, my illustration teacher would not let me be without a drink. Like, every time I finished, he'd buy me a new one. And I was at the point where I was getting kind of tipsy. I'm like, I'm with my parents. They're being proud of me graduating from college. How do I prevent myself from getting drunk? And the answer was, I finished half of the thing that he got me. And I just held it for the rest of the night. Like, I had a half-full cocktail for the rest of the night. And he didn't grab me anything else. He was just like, "Oh man, you like it? You liking the drink?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's good." Lucky you can't fit into pants you wore yesterday? Oh boy. I don't know, I think I've kind of reached my level for weight. Like, if I continue my life as normal, I'm gonna stay at, like, 175 pounds. I'd be a bit more comfortable if I was, like, you know, 10, 15 pounds lighter, but, you know, that's something that is achievable easily for me. If I feel like putting the... If I start doing Ring Fit constantly, I could probably do that. So hey, if you guys get that community goal going next time. Somewhere between 17 and 20, mostly on the earlier side. You just cut cold turkey on both sodas and chocolates. We only drink water, tea, and Sunny D. Okay. One of those simple cooking tricks really do help in the kitchen. Pan sauces are such a simple way of adding to your homemade meals. Absolutely. God, if you learn how to make simple sauces, you can just destroy your dish with flavor. My teacher? Yeah. Mr. Robinson, you're trying to seduce me, aren't you? I can chill out, but you can you warm in? Never considered that undead dragon. You've blown my mind. No! This one destroys me. That's actually what alcohol does. It makes you feel warm, but it's directing your body heat inward. Okay, I guess that's why they depict those, God, bloodhounds, I think they were. Or, no, St. Bernards. That's what they were. With the little kegs of alcohol on their collars for people lost in the mountains. This isn't good. She wasn't taking any damage. She wasn't taking any damage at all! What the hell? Marcus's favorite alcoholic drink you've had was something you found on D&D TikTok. It's called the Druid's Punch. Just a bunch of sour gummies in a, like gummy worms or Sour Patch Kids in a large pitcher. Add a bottle of flavored vodka, blue raspberry, and 4 20-ounce bottles of Mountain Dew, whatever you like. Personally, partial to regular and Livewire. Put all the stuff over some ice, and then top it with margarita mix. That sounds like it would be great to bring to a session. Don't drink when you're in a super cold environment. You'll at best get a cold, or at worst die. Oof.
I'm done. Get rid of
Everyone wishes to be lighter. Tell her. Have a longer conversation with their soulmate. Marcus, was that from Ginny D.I.? Seem to remember something like that?
Someday
Okay.
even those sacrifices will feel pointless.
Like a slightly flat Pepsi. I can vibe with that. Sometimes like letting a drink sit for a little bit makes it like more bearable. I personally just don't like a lot of pop. I drank a Coca-Cola on stream once because it came with my pizza, and that's about it. That is the only soda that I've had this month. If I ever get like fast food, I'll usually order a coffee with it. You know, turning invisible does absolutely nothing against computer players. It's a self-nerf at this point. Just let me tap you, buddy! Thank you! I'm glad that you listened to me when I started yelling, Ramlethal. Fill the void of crippling loneliness that makes you implode from stifling pain in your soul. Oh boy. Pepsi Man wants to know where Justify's location is. Just to talk. Man. Back when Kamen Rider Build was airing, he had an upgrade form where it was basically like a can of Pepsi. Because his color scheme is red, blue, and white, so it was just the Pepsi can. And everyone called that form Pepsi Man, and I absolutely love it. And it's, to my day, my favorite form for Kamen Rider Build. Man, I think I've learned a bread and butter combo for Chip. There we go! I beat him. Favorite soda is Dr. Thunder? That sounds like Dr. Pepper's, like, motorcycle riding dentist brother or something.
Exactly. Now where the hell is Kai? Important stuff is happening.
Coffee is your drug of choice? Give you a coffee maker and you'll love you forever. I actually started making coffee blends because of COVID. I ordered, like, a bunch of single origin beans, got a coffee grinder and a drip coffee maker. Not a coffee maker, but, like, that little metal funnel where you put the coffee filter in and then it drips the coffee. And yeah, I've currently made a really good blend where it's a 40-40-20 ratio of Jamaican Blue Mountain, Guatemalan SHB, and I think I swapped out the Kilimanjaro for Kona coffee, and it turned out really well. But yeah, I love making coffee blends. It's all because I was playing Persona 5 Royal, and I'm like, you know what would be fun? Learning how to make my own blend of coffee. Want to talk to someone or pay for the time? Like with your therapist? And yeah, it's called Sparkling. Cherokee Red is a very good underrated soda. Might want some... might have some energy problems. Yeah. Birch beer? It's like root beer's better older brother. I think in terms of soda that I would actually drink, A&W root beer's on the list. Dr. Thunder actually tastes better than Dr. Pepper? Okay. Does he have a PhD? That's a question. Hex! I beat you, Ramlethal. You're being a sore loser by blowing up a city! Exactly! Coffee is absolutely fantastic. Oh, that child be dead, yeah. And now Chip has to watch the Jumbotron of it happening.
It's all over now. As soon as the
Alright everybody, now take a look at the Kill Cam! Brought to you by Dr. Thunder.
I have zero idea what you're saying, but I'm the one here who decides what happens and what doesn't. Don't you even know who I am?
I'm the motherfucking president of the United States of America, Chip Sanoff the Ninja. Vote Chip. That was intense. Oh, and Ashnaughter redeemed the hydrate. Thank you very much. It legitimately has been a while since I've taken a sip. Thanks for looking out for my health, everyone. Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Marcus. And the double hydrate. You know, it doesn't taste like blackberry at all, but it's not bad iced tea. It's not good iced tea, but it's like perfectly serviceable. Is he really the president? Oh, so he's not the president of the United States of America. He's the president of his own country called the Eastern Kingdom of Chip, located in Africa. And he's petitioning the United Nations to get it formally recognized. He's running a campaign to be president, though. Oh, RDF, we're doing a get up to rock, get up to move. Okay. Okay, gonna go for my arms. I'm gonna go on camera better though. We could use an anime president? Oh yeah, absolutely. I need to go with this leg, I believe. Both fans and in-universe characters? Alright guys, I know she committed mass genocide, but I think we can redeem her if we get her to find emotions. That's everything, that makes everything solid. Yeah! This one... Hey, I think it's Sin that wants to bang her. Is this the game with the anime boy dressed up as a nun that fights with yo-yos? It's the series. Bridget hasn't been in Guilty Gear since, XX, I believe. Well, the XX series, I mean. What was another one? Oh, right. I need to do... this one? Sorry I'm off camera, guys. Okay. I must be a Sin then. I must be Sin then? Ah. Everyone has a type, man. Ramlethal's cute, and I love her design. Elfelt's my favorite. But you guys are going to meet Jacko Valentine. According to Forgotten Realms lore, yo-yos are, in fact, actually ancient halfling hunting tool for small game. Don't underestimate yo-yos. Yo, that's great. No pun intended. Giving us some man service. Damn straight I am. I should probably lower the, There we go. Now you can see me better. And geez, I guess you guys saw my shelf over there. Sorry it's so messy.
Well then, shall we begin?
In the beginning of one of the R.A. Salvador Cleric books, and those books are lore. Oh, right. Sorry. There was one hydrate that I missed. From Marcus, I believe. Thank you very much. And a hydrate from Undead Dragon. Feet! What's up, Paragamer? I'm glad that you noticed that I'm trying to get myself on WikiFeet. Don't think it's going well so far, but I'm putting in the work. Maybe one of these days, Show Feet Guy will go on stream. People don't even know about their own world's lore, so those guys are the real posters? Oh boy. Intend my puns, coward? Listen, I made a bunch of them, and they never land. Like, I can make a bunch, but no pun intended.
Please, wait. We cannot open these doors without the Conclave's approval.
I think we can. I have a key.
This guy, voiced by Sojiro Sakura's voice actor, has the coolest name ever. His name is Leo Whitefang.
Yes, sir.
Which makes me very important.
Of course, sir.
Glad we've cleared that up.
Like, if it were, like, the name of a lion, then that would be stupid, but it's the name of a guy, so it's cool. They're just bad jokes. I make plenty of observational humor, but only one pun intended left. Thank you, RDF. Yo, I think that's Dr. Paradigm from Guilty Gear 2 Overture. He's my favorite character that doesn't actually get to be played in any of the other games.
Hey, enough chit-chat. Here to introduce the man who's going to get us out of this. Dr. Paradigm.
He's just a cool dragon scholar dude. Dr. Paradigm's great. He's a friend.
Paradigm is one of the heroes who saved us from extinction during the Baptisma 13 incident. He appears to be a
Jameson Price, and he's pretty prolific. You should check out his Wikipedia page for his roles. He's Eastender in Fate Zero? Okay.
I'll explain the details later. I'm afraid we don't have much time. Right.
So Vernon over there is the President of the United States in 2187. Does head tentacles grow to look like lamb dangles, or does he style them when he wakes up to be like that? That's all natural, baby.
As this is a state of emergency, I will let your insult pass, but I hope I will not hear you make the same mistake.
Dr. Paradigm fucking giving shade.
Paradigm's knowledge and throughput exceeds that of our entire operations department.
You know that you're in a position of power when you can insult the President of the United States and call him out on his bullshit.
I see you're all here. Good.
The commander from Monster Hunter World? I think they might have shared a voice actor.
Seen King Kai's report regarding the cradle. Specifically, you know that
Oh god damn it! They called him King Kai.
working in concert with the Valentines, and we believe that their objective is to unleash justice, who is with
Yeah, so,
I still can't believe the Conclave...
Kai Kisk, blonde hair McBluesword, is the king of Illyria. So he is literally King Kai.
how we can destroy it.
And you know the...
Alright, we're in the middle of story mode, so I'll look it up.
The first incident occurred around noon on the 28th, when the cradle appeared above Babylon. All living organisms in the city were
Alright. Let's go right to live action, because that's what we're going to know him from. This voice actor was Barfly number 3 in Frasier. Additional voices in 2019's Shazam. And the Regent in The Secret Kingdom.
There are several important facts here.
But you probably...
First, where did the
You
cradle
probably
disappear to?
prefer knowing him as
Why was it
Nemesis
a living matter
from
affected?
Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Third, how is it
Let's
possible
see.
that some members of the
Ermac from
Alliance
Mortal
have
Kombat X.
survived? If we examine this information,
Heihachi
we can see that
from
the
Street
cradle
Fighter
is
Cross
solely
Tekken.
a vessel for justice.
Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat 9.
Now just wait a minute there, Doctor. You're suggesting the cradle is some kind of ship for the Conclave? That
Reeve from Dirge of Cerberus, that's interesting.
We know that there are living organisms inside of the cradle. My hunch is that they are human.
every nation on Earth is currently analyzing the data we have. But so far, I've seen...
Oh, he played Angemon in Digimon Adventure Try.
That's because your probes are only designed to detect life, and your analysis tools are not designed for this sort of data. Filter out the noise, and you'll see signals that indicate life, even if you can't spot the occupants themselves.
He was Bartleby in Winx Club's Secret of the Lost Kingdom.
I was going to address this later, but since you've asked, perhaps I can adjust my presentation.
Oh, he's in Dorohedoro, which I'm watching right now. But he's credited as Taylor Henry. So I guess he has a pseudonym. Oh, he was Mr. Satan, too.
Not an attack at all.
Oh, and Iron Tarkus from JoJo Part 1. Yo!
Sorry, but would you please elaborate on that?
King Kai or King K. Rule? Oh boy.
First, it was initially theorized that the cradle disappeared.
Most useful Kai in the entire Dragon Ball universe, except maybe Cronoa.
Was that in
Well,
fact teleportation?
yeah, I think Cronoa kind of ascends the order as the supreme QD of time, so...
True teleportation would require the object to reappear elsewhere almost immediately.
We're not gonna watch that clip or something?
Gone for nearly 32 hours.
Maybe? Okay. Carson's being dumb. What clip did I say that we were gonna watch? Because I know that we're gonna watch my 2015 demo reel. That's the one that I remember. But I know that I promised something else too. Okay, it is not letting me see that. So I guess I'm gonna have to go on my actual YouTube channel and sift through all of my videos, because now I got a large number of them. Okay. Oh, nice tit. Yes, it was nice tit. Thank you, RDF. Yeah, Price is absolutely prolific. The first Hokage as well. There's a dude in Dark Souls called Black Iron Tarkus. He wears giant black heavy armor and uses a giant shield and greatsword. You can summon him for boss fight against a giant iron golem. He can 1v1 because he's just that strong. Mm-hmm. He saved my ass in my Dark Souls playthrough. That's for sure. Here, where is... I'm not going to turn on the audio because I think I might get copyright struck for it. But display capture. There's my business email address if you want to send me business emails. So there's a dragon that I animated. This one's my favorite. This was one that I did for a decent amount of money. I can't disclose how much, but I did make a good amount of money on it. That was my first jump animation that I ever did. I'm still really proud of that one. I did this one for my city. I don't do a lot of 2D animation, but it's all that I've ever gotten paid for. I've never gotten paid for 3D animation. I also created all the art assets myself, which was nice. It gave me a lot of creative control. This Spider-Man one, like, I love how it turned out, but I needed to turn the lights up a lot. And yeah, that's when I wanted to be an animator, not a voice actor. I think I need to go to... my clips. Oh god, now I'm echoing. Because I'm on my own stream. God. This isn't good for me. My brain is breaking. Here, video producer, please. Clips. Clips of my channel. Nice tit. You guys get to see a little behind the scenes of the Twitch dashboard. Turn on. Damn straight streamception. There we go. Over being blunt. Yeah, he did say nice tit. Absolutely. I completely agree with you. Took you 10 times to finally hear hit, not tit. I'm never gonna unhear tit. Chip Zenoff absolutely admires Soul Bad Guy's tits.
Moreover, there is no
Okay, now back to the show.
Such a large object.
Then where the hell did it go?
Iron Golem threw your ass off the edge and he died, but he glitched. But you glitched and fell for like 10 minutes before you finally died, and the boss came back to life. Oh god damn! Any BS you can do, they can do back, and vice versa. Usually, yeah. The longer you wait, the deeper the echo goes. Yep, it hurt. That Spider-Man for the brief time had a good sense of weight and momentum. Thank you very much. I'm really proud of the Spider-Man one. It turned out really, really nicely. And I only had 2 weeks to animate that, too. Same with the, Dragon one.
Travel to the backyard is actually quite simple, at least theoretically.
Same with the Dragon after the initial start.
Exchange a portion of the real world with a corresponding area inside the backyard.
So Paradigm's explaining, just how they're going to get rid of the cradle.
The sphere we saw that appeared to be an attack was in fact the rapid expansion of backyard space into our own realm.
That doesn't explain the
Sol appeared in a mobile game I used to play called Epic 7. I actually still play Epic 7. And, I have Sol as like my best unit.
life form when it enters the backyard.
Here.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. They turn to dust.
Yeah, so a person who can't survive in the backyard's energy just fucking poofs. It's composed of information, and you get crushed by data if you go to the backyard.
It has no effect on any non-living matter.
Which is why only living creatures in Babylon were affected.
That is why I believe said sphere.
So that baby is dead, right? Oh, 100%. That baby has ceased to be. That baby is an ex-person.
Now, on to my third point. Major Lyle's unit was initially assumed to have been utterly destroyed, but in fact proved to have survivors.
There we go.
The Opus anti-Valentine units that had been
There we go. Yeah, I got Saul Badguy in Epic 7. He's my boy.
According to the testimonies of the survivors, they were touched by the sphere, but able to escape. I did a little research, discovered that
Especially in fighting animation, it's important to have a good sense of weight. No, and I practiced that a lot when I was in school. Because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to do animations for, like, action games. And, like, action character animations. Animation's so neat. Your friend briefly had legal use of the Pepsi Man prop. Okay, hold up. You're gonna need to explain that later. At some point, because that's a fun story. And animated for advertising cola products at her school. Got to use the Pepsi Man skeleton. It was magical. Oh, man. I'm jealous. Stop playing because you were getting bad draws. I getcha. I have dumb, stupid good luck in gacha games. I think for 3 days in a row I was pulling like 5 stars in multiple different games.
We suspect that to be the case.
If the characters feel like they're floating, it doesn't
We've done a little research on
make the moves feel like they hit.
The Opus are mostly gears. What? We gears also fought against Valentine and were able to resist her power even without a special blessing. No doubt the Sanctus Populi noticed this.
But research on gear cells has been banned by the UN. This is an enormous problem.
Oh man, President Vernon's he's going Super Saiyan God!
Carefully investigate, but for now, perhaps we should keep it a secret.
Perhaps you should both calm down. The Opus have been dispatched across the world to help. I doubt we'll feel much scrutiny immediately.
People are constantly broken down to information, then that backyard is basically a sort of primordial soup. If Ghost in the Shell has taught you anything, something is going to be born from it. Oh, so things have already been born from the backyard.
I'm afraid that sort of thing is beyond my expertise. You will need to figure out the details among yourselves once we've overcome.
Young Joseph with a red sword. That's Saul for you.
We've gotten a bit sidetracked, but
well, that's Bishy Saul, I guess.
Mode of transport for the cradle caused the casualties.
Saul's so manly that if you turn him into like a Bishonen, he's still gonna be like young Joseph Joestar. This wasn't ahead of its time. It was completely brought the idea into the net. It was circa 2013, and AI could just be born and evolve totally by accident. More like False Super Saiyan from the Lord Slug movie. Ah, I forgot about that.
Or the deep ocean. You could survive for a time, but not indefinitely.
Oh, they're gonna go on a trip to the backyard.
Back for a breath.
I get it. That's why the cradle reappeared. It all makes sense.
Well done.
Oh, hey, thanks for the hydrate. Undead Dragon.
King Kai told us wish to coexist. Here, I may have criticized him prematurely. Without
Champion of Christmas. Absolutely.
Don't be too hard on yourself.
No one's mentioning Kaioken. Kaio what?
What do we do now? As long as the cradle is in the backyard, we're at a loss.
That is not necessarily true.
What you got for us, Dr. Paradigm?
King Leo's words when we began, our end game is the destruction of the cradle. Therefore, we must change the way.
I love his glasses.
They have removed our avenues of attack.
He's got the swirly glasses without looking like a nerd, and that's really hard to pull off.
Now is the time for us to turn the tables.
The Kaioryuken? Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, with our current weapons and lack of time,
Well,
we
like,
cannot touch the
if
cradle once it
we want
begins to
humans to be on par with the Saiyans, like, all they have to do is develop the Kaioken to
Therefore, we must
a greater
assume that
potential.
The next time it comes up for air will be our last chance to strike.
Now that we know the Kaioshin are a universe-ruling race, Kaioken could be the leader of the Barbie
We have narrowed
universe.
down the next location.
God damn it, RDF. You're too good at these.
As well as when. We will surround this
Is
point
Jawbone
with
the only Sharkan?
from every nation. The moment it
Jawbone's the only
surfaces,
Sharkan that you know of.
circle and launch the attack. Our goal is to destroy justice, who is within the cradle.
I mean, Gothi's from a race that existed 2,000 years ago.
Amazing, Doctor.
So, it stands to reason that the world was a different place at that time.
Given us new hope.
There were a whole bunch of different animals.
You flatter me. My ability to rally your men was only possible.
Dr. Paradigm, you're great.
Encouraged acceptance of other species.
I need a Dr. Paradigm figure.
I'll be
He was
sure
the
to
best
show
part
my
of Guilty Gear
support
2.
for coexistence at the next UN hearing.
Need Sharkhound stats.
If Kain is
I
tuned
think,
to me, they'd be a powerful asset.
I think they literally just put a dragon template on top of a direwolf or something. I'm sure that they put it out there on Twitter if you just look up, like, at Dingo Doodle's Sharkhound or something.
If we can't take that shield down, all of our firepower will be useless. I've already devised a countermeasure.
Was Jawbone loosely based on the crocodile dog in Jack and Daxter? I don't believe so, actually. I think that Jawbone was an original creation from Gothi's player and Felix.
How did that happen? Ah, yes.
With our campaigns, we collaborate a lot with the DM if we want to do like different stuff. So, you know, like if you want something special, you talk to the DM and you create something that'll work within the world and the rules. Within the continuity of the precursor to Xenoverse, it was established that Gohan made a book series that popularized Ki to the masses and showed them how to use it. Oh, that's cool. I like the idea that he made like a Z Fighter instruction manual that just like sold a lot. How is Gothy still alive?
With the projected entrance point at the center. Be sure to deploy them all.
We're happy to do everything.
I'm trying to formulate how to say this in my brain without spoiling anything.
We will make it work. Our projected entrance point has a nice view, but there are no landmarks to speak of.
I mean, I guess the way to say it is like, Four Claimers already have really, really long lifespans.
We cannot sit and
So,
wait for the cradle to appear.
Understood. We're requesting all nations relinquish their airspace to us. They aren't pleased.
just because you cut off someone's face doesn't mean they'll necessarily die.
Excellent, thank you.
Just because you stab somebody doesn't mean they won't get healed later.
What are you planning?
She's plenty of potatoes. Keeps you young, yeah.
Stupid bird must be out of his goddamn mind.
You really gonna do this?
Kaioryuken is like fully mastered Super Saiyan Goku, and Gohan made it to before the Cell games. So acclimated something like Kaioken times 20 is second nature, and I've toyed with more movesets for it. That's cool. I like the idea.
Right.
Gives humans a chance to actually be worth something.
The sky, I guess.
So I have a diet of only McDonald's french fries. Exactly. Gotta be strong like Gothy. Four Claimers reach adulthood at 110 years and can live up to 900 years old when powered. Yep. Kinda crazy, huh? Wonder if anything influenced that, huh? Alright, so we did May, we did Chip. We got Potemkin and Axel. What do you guys think? Did you want to take a pause here, and then next week we just finish up all the arcade modes? And possibly the story mode? Or did you want one more arcade mode tonight? I'll let you guys decide on this one, because... Take a pause? We got one take a pause. Here, I'll do a formal poll. Here, new poll. Whose arcade mode is next? Potemkin. Not gonna allow additional votes with shark coins. I want, like, a pure result. So it should be at the top of the chat. Just, choose which one you want to do. Something figured out on Twitter just this second. In Japan, it's the birthday of Joji Naka, VA for all major villains in the Nasiverse, Big Three. Kotomine being one of them. It's also the voice of JP Lushord. Oh, that's cool. Level 20 Druid Elves, huh? Boggles the mind, yeah. She was frozen, wasn't she? Nasiverse has Karano Kyokai as the quite literal foundation of the Nasiverse, since it was Nasu's first published work. Voiced the big bad guy there, and was a villain Tsukihime. Okay. An idea for a D&D character you have? Okay. It looks like we're gonna be, waiting until next time, so... while we chat, I'll turn on the, end screen. By the way, if you like this, guitar riff, it's called Django Django. DJ-A-N-G-O. So... so monks at 15th level, your ki sustains you, so that you suffer none of the frailty of old age, and you can't be aged magically. You can still die of old age, however. In addition, you no longer need food or water. I guess it's not a lot of a spoiler, since by this level, some of it would be taking effect. But with Irina, her class makes it so that around the time that we are in the campaign right now, she wouldn't have to eat or drink to stay alive. She is sustained by hope. And being sustained by hope like that might have implications later. On a grander scale, I guess. Not necessarily a current story scale. But, let's just say that her class, with hope, you can do anything. Hope is the foundation of her being. Which sort of fits, because, part of her inspiration was Kamen Rider Wizard. And he is the avatar of hope. Druids at high levels just get timeless bodies, which can make them age 1 year for every 10 years. So 700-year lifespan, or 7,000-ish. Why even be a exactly! You don't get a cool pet as a lich, and it takes more work. Just level up your druid to level 20 and enjoy the perks. Have a good nap, drink some milk, or throat-coating non-suspicious liquids to heal up. Again, so... Jazz Cabbage is legal in Canada, which means people have been doing some cool stuff with it commercially. And there's like this... There's this, like, weed tea that's like, they infuse the chocolate with THC. And it is a crime that they didn't call it TEAHC. Like, it's a crime that they didn't call it that. She's a person with 2 souls. hers and her brother's, who's a very murderous person, and fights, he can take over and is scared of water. And the girl loves water, but hates making people bleed. Not seeing people bleed, but causing it. I think you could probably modify the Synthesis Summoner from Pathfinder to make that, like, a class. Because the Synthesis Summoner, essentially, your main character has their stats, and then your summon has different stats, and then as an ability of the Synthesis Summoner, you can kind of combine them by taking the physical stats of your summon and the mental stats of your character and just making, like, the best of both worlds. It's tournament illegal, like, it is a banned class because it's OP, but you could probably modify it to where, like, in day-to-day life, you use the first character's stats, and then you create a second character as the summon, and you flip between those two. Just something to think about. So if she falls into depression, she just dies? I wouldn't say that. I'd say that, like, if she isn't able to sustain her hope, then she would need to eat again, and she would need to drink again, and she would need to sleep again. Like, she doesn't need to eat, sleep, or drink because of hope. And she would also lose her powers. You know, story implications aside. She would have, like, her combat abilities because of the White Hot Crystal, I think. But any other perks would specifically be no hope, no perks. She's terrified of making people bleed? That's a cool character trait, yeah. Is Arena Santa Claus? Can artists do that? Oh god. I think there is an anime about that. It's called Itsudate My Santa. Don't look that up. We did it for Anime Bomb once. There's a lot of titty. I mean, look that up if you want, but, like, there's a lot of titty in Always My Santa. If you're an immortal type and you hit a certain age, I think you can throw out the whole I'm too old for you thing, especially if you were turned immortal while you were still young, like a teenager. It would suck. Yeah, I mean, after, like, 2,000 years to, like, 100,000, what's the point anymore, right? You want to Jekyll and Hyde? Okay, that's cool. Imagine a hemophobic vampire? Oh god. Jekyll was a human sorcerer, Hyde was a Goliath barbarian. They both had half HP, but not shared. Shared the same skill proficiencies, but not the ability scores. Shared the same gear and language too. Whenever Jekyll get KO'd, Hyde comes out. But if Hyde is KO'd, then it's death saving throw time. That's cool! I love that mechanic. That sounds like a really fun time. Don't forget to look at the photos in the art chat. Absolutely. I was thinking a few hundred, but damn it. I mean, immortality is forever. That implication is gonna pop up. Vampire that needs to, inject it into other people because they produce too much blood. That was an anime. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that one. Like Navi or jacking out. See you around. Catch you later, Justifies. Man, I do love chatting in the stream ending soon screen. When we get the Kamen Rider Wizard orchestral suite, it's gonna be like even more chill. But I guess, hey, we hit 100 followers today. Chibi Vampire, not even once. There's one that I was watching called Miss Vampire that lives in the neighborhood or something like that. It was about a vampire who lives in a Victorian house and just instead of going out to feed, she orders blood online, and she's like a huge otaku. Like, and then this one girl who's like super into dolls goes to her house and like falls in love with her. And it's funny because like the doll girl she's creepier than the vampire girl. Oh, thanks for the congrats on Dead Dragon. Yeah, we're triple digits now. So I think for the Because I played Pokemon Snap as one of my first Saturday morning retro streams, so maybe for the celebration for 100 follows, we'll play new Pokemon Snap when it comes out. Just swap out, because I think it comes out on the 30th, and the next stream is the 1st. So, May 1st, we'll do, new Pokemon Snap instead of Pokemon Yellow. It'll be a fun time. Jekyll could willingly turn to hide, but if he chose that, he would have to roll D100 at DM's discretion. If he rolled 10 or lower, then he would forcefully transform. Okay. It was a dragon ordering lots of meat on Uber Eats. Wonder if it was independent creation of stolen inspiration? Maybe. I mean, it sounds like it was just, because I don't think Miss Vampire was very popular, so. That being said, there was this comic book called Diesel, where it was a ripoff of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, that even called the manifestations of power stands. And it was done by, like, this JoJo superfan who really wanted his comic book publication to be the one to localize Stardust Crusaders. But they didn't, so he just made his own. He made the We Have JoJo at Home version of Stardust Crusaders. But I should probably consider finishing this stream. So, on the docket, at around noon PST on Saturday, we're going to be doing Pokemon Yellow. Then, sometime in the evening, we're going to be going to Demon Souls with Felix. I hope you guys can make it. It'll be a fun time. We'll have pizza. We'll be eating it on stream. Get jealous. Sunday, of course, it's up in the air. We might do Jackbox. We might do Monster Hunter. Whatever. Thought for your character was that you'd roll percentile, and if you go below 70, your brother would take over? I think 70 is a bit high, so, I mean, play around with it. Just, you know, within the first little bit of the game, you can change how it works if it doesn't feel right. So just play around with it and see what works for you. I'm glad you guys will be there. I'm super excited for it. I haven't had, like, a guest physically on stream yet, so it'll be really cool. Oh, thanks for... And hey, thanks for being follower number 100, Ashen Hunter. You will forever have that distinction as follower 100. I can't give it. I don't think I can do that, but you'll have it. Anyways, catch you guys later.